Hey guys, Mighty Gazelle here, back with more reading the My Hero Academia manga. This is chapter 332. Last we left off was a thrilling chapter where Star and Shigaraki continue their fight, and it ends with, of course, America sending over huge giant missiles, typical fashion, right? Apologies for getting this out, obviously not at 3 a.m. when I normally upload these. I had a doctor's appointment in the morning, and I didn't want to be there for that looking totally sleep deprived and then questioning my mental health. And I wouldn't want to tell them, like, oh, hey, yeah, I stayed up till 3 a.m. to read this unofficial scan of a manga series. Doctor would think less of me then. But no, in all seriousness, I just didn't want to stay up late for it. So here I am, recording this at 11:30 a.m. Yeah, I'm just excited to see what happens next. This fight has been very good so far. I understand there's been some backlash where people are really not happy with what's going on right now. Um, well, I can't say it's my preferred thing that could possibly be going on right now, mainly because as much as I like Star and I love the quirk, um, there's no doubt that this is sort of hijacking slash derailing the story at the moment, because Star came out of nowhere and her quirk is magnificent and world changing, and she just kind of comes out of nowhere. And if Shigaraki wins and gets her quirk, that it would just kind of come out of nowhere, right? That's my only issue. But Star herself, great. I love the quirk. The fight's been very entertaining. The last chapter was crazy with the whole giant colossus mode. So yeah, that's sort of how I feel about this at the moment. But let's just dive on in. Let's see how this fight continues. First panel. During the youth of America's greatest hero, we get, I presume this is Star. Haha, well, that seals the deal. By the way, okay, I gotta emphasize once again, these are the unofficial translations. Official ones come out on Sunday. Always read the officials. This is just a general idea of what the chapter has. Aha, well, that seals the deal. Looks like Star ain't so good at increasing her own strength. Looks like she's working out with a bunch of other Marines slash pilots. At first sight, it seems like a quirk that can do anything. But there is a limit to how much I can strengthen myself. No matter what rule I tried, it just wouldn't work. Guess so this must be her thinking to herself. Cool, so we actually, this feels very Lady Nagant already. Kind of like how we get introduced to Nagant and then we find out her backstory. Hopefully tragedy doesn't follow suit with this one too. And then the next panel we get, the background is the missiles that are flying in. In the foreground we have more narration from Star. Those who knew me personally used to say, one's quirk is often limited by their innate abilities. Chapter 332, New Model Hypersonic Intercontinental Ballistics. That rolls right off the tongue, right? By Korokoshi Kohei. I wonder if it's because you're a woman, Cassie. Oh, we're gonna go that route, huh? Hopefully they don't, What a load of crap, says one of the guys. It ain't you. It's the quirk that's lacking. Okay, good. They didn't go they weren't assholes and be like, oh, it's because you're a girl, ha. No, that's good though. He follows it straight up with what a load of crap. That's not the case. It ain't you, it's the quirk that's lacking. If you can't do something, leave it to us. We're all human after all. Okay, so these guys seem really nice, supportive of her. Right now, you're plenty strong as is. Stop comparing yourself to All Might. Okay, so they know they know she's an All Might fanboy. Don't sweat it trying to catch up to him. You both are already freaking monsters. Yeah, I mean, let's see the shot of her before. How she doesn't look extraordinarily ripped. She looks fit in that first panel. Oh, and then we get her. Oh no. Right after that, we get her smiling as they're all laughing in the background. What a beautiful smile. Oh no. I feel like this is bad foreshadowing. It's just in the moments before tragedy where you have happiness like this. They're all laughing in the background. Ha 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 ha. They're just laughing about it. But she okay. She just clearly is happy to be with them. That's nice. Those guys always had my back, she thinks to herself. Now we cut back to the present, and then we have the missiles, the whatever, ballistics missiles. The name's stupid. I think they called it Tiamat. I'm just gonna call it Tiamat, or Tiamat. It's way easier. So we get these missiles flying in. We get it back behind them shot, just flying in to the location. Incoming. Are you gonna touch the hypersonic ballistics? Says one of the pilots, as we get one pilot in the foreground. In the background, you have Star on top of one of the fighters. She shouts, "Yeah, but I gotta let go of the laser rule. Try to focus the lasers and bury them into the ground," she shouts. She must know that this won't affect me. Okay, so we're actually Shigaraki's thing. As Shigaraki's getting, I presume he's still getting hit by the beam that she calls down, because he's looking like he's just roasting in a fire right now. She must know that this won't affect me, he thinks to himself. She's trying to keep me in place using the concentrated laser beams, huh? So that must mean she's trying to land a single blow to end it all. Is she waiting for something? I can sense something with greater firepower approaching. What is it? So he can detect. Oh, I guess he has like, I know he has like sensing abilities, but like you can detect incoming firepower. Interesting. So it's almost like he almost has like a danger sense thing, kind of like Deku. That's like that's so weird. Like, what a cheater. um By the way, when he says she's trying to keep me in place using the concentrated laser beams, that panel, it's just him roasting in this fire, this like beam. Okay, Star, clear to engage while we. Okay, Star, clear to engage while we are wearing down his super regeneration. Pummel him with all the firepower you got now. Far out. It's as if. Okay, so we just. So, looks like we're getting some sort of, like, screen that's showing, like, I presume these are the pilots, what they're seeing from inside their ships. And, cut close up to Shigaraki, who's, again, just roasting in this beam. Is that? No. It is. Looks like we're both going in for a gamble. Oh, what was a gamble? What kind of gamble are you talking about? Oh, maybe he's thinking, okay, wow, I don't know. Let's end this, shouts Star. Shitty back and forth. Okay, this shot's cool. So you have, there's two panels. On the right, it's Star. She's not grinning, but she's like gritting her teeth and like really serious. And then to the left, you have Shigaraki, who's got almost like a half, like, creepy smile. That's haunting. That's crazy. She shouts, "Let's end this." But then the next panel of Shigaraki, the shitty back and forth, it's not in a speech bubble. It's almost like it's a thought. So she shouts, "Let's end this." And then Shigaraki, probably in his thought bubbles, continues shitty back and forth. That's great. That's great. Okay. Okay, shit, here we go. On my mark, she says. She flips out her hand. I can't get it in frame, my hand, but like holds it back like this. As one hand is holding the beam down. 3. Oh, wow, we get a really cool shot here of her holding the beam with one hand and being on the jet, and she has the hand. 3, 2, as we get the jets flipping into formation. 1. Oh, wait, are those the missiles? Oh my god, holy shit. She, okay, I did not see this coming. She grabs the missiles with her giant form. Wow. Wow. And she like lunges forward just from the sheer force of these missiles. New order, she says. Before my arms blow off, she thinks to herself. Tiamat will rotate around. She's actually touching the missiles. Okay, whoa. That's really crazy, actually. So she caught the missiles with the left hand, and while they're slow enough to touch with her right hand, she touches the missiles. Tiamat will rotate around. And notice how she said the name Tiamat. Like, just I think that's an important detail. With even just a finger, as long as I can set a rule, she thinks to herself. Fire, fire, says one of the pilots, as we get this way back shot of the giant and just a bunch of lasers firing at where Shigaraki presumably is. Whoa. Okay. Uh, this next shot's weird. I can't really tell what's going on. So there's some sort of... It looks like something's jettisoning outward. And then there's like a crater down below. Is that Shigaraki? Whatever it is, it's moving too fast. I can't really tell what it is. Is that Shigaraki blasting outward or like... Okay, so the next panel, we get all the ships firing their lasers down at this crater. But if they're firing at the crater, then what the hell is this thing that just launched out? Anyway, we'll get Star looking all sorts of badass here. She's doing like a flip with these missiles. And it's cool because you can't see the giant in this shot. But like, you know, the missiles are being held by like this hand. But it looks so cool because it's just like flipping around her. That's a great shot. That is really cool. I like that shot a lot. Oh my god. The next shot. Next shot, you see the giant again. And it's just a pissed off looking star giant. And in this fist that's coming back around, just holding all these missiles. New model hypersonic intercontinental ballistic punch. Holy shit. Holy shit. Are these actually nukes? Because this explosion is massive. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. Okay, so she essentially uses... Okay, so she has the missiles in her hand, and she punches with them, making them blow up. And there's just a gigantic mushroom cloud. It's even rippling in the stratosphere, like the clouds. It's just dispersing them all into a ring. Is she hitting the ocean? They might have landed down through the clouds to the ocean. That might be what's going on here. That's why I'm seeing like these waves. Yeah, just a gigantic explosion. That's kind of cool. This is like Star's version of like the United States of Smash. Which is crazy to think about because this is actually looks bigger than the United States of Smash. But, you know, gotta put some respect on the name, United States of Smash. Although she is from the United States, so, you know, if anyone's gonna mimic it, you know. So again, another panel of just explosion, and then we cut to the fighters. What's his status? Okay, so they're fine. They seem to be strong enough to withstand this blast. And then the next shot, wow, that's actually pretty beautiful. It's just clear skies, and it is the ocean. Okay, so they're on the ocean, or at least close to the ocean, because we're at the bottom half of the panel is water, and the top's air. Oh, we get Endeavor. Holy shit. Endeavor is flying by land, I guess. He's like by a pier or something. And he sees in the distance this giant explosion that just happened. And he's looking all sorts of shocked. It's crazy. We're just getting back-to-back shots of the #1 hero of Japan, the #1 hero of the United States. And dude, people, I don't know if people were actually debating this, but dude, Endeavor is so damn weak compared to Star and Stripe. She would smack him instantly. I'm sorry. No contest. Endeavor's a beast, don't get me wrong. Really strong, but just like, bam, that fight would be over. Just like that. That's crazy, though, that he sees this go on. All right, so we cut back to Star, who I presume is getting knocked back from the explosion. That's kind of what it looks like here. And holy shit, we see the crater of this. This is a crazy chapter. We see the crater of this explosion. Oh shit, is that the ocean floor? That's the ocean floor. I guess screw like environmentalism, right? Like you just nuked the ocean. Like that's gonna put some radiation there. I guess we don't know for sure if they're nukes. That, you know, they're ballistics missiles, so I don't know if those count as nukes. They might just be explosions. But yeah, there's just a giant crater in the seabed, I guess, because the waves are just knocked back. That's so crazy. Star looks, she sees a hole where the crater is, and she looks a little shocked. Uh-oh. Why do I get the feeling this didn't affect Shigaraki at all? Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, that's okay. That's creepy. That's really creepy. The next thing we get is, I assume this is Shigaraki, and he's jettisoning. I scroll down a little bit further, and he's jettisoning from that hole at the bottom of the crater. Dude, okay, I said it didn't have an effect on him. No, dude, he looks like Jack Skellington from Nightmare Before Christmas. He looks like literally a skeleton. Well, he's got like arm flesh, but like half his face is gone, and you see a skull, and then like his teeth and stuff. And the other half of his face, the skin's gone, and it's like I don't even know if his eyes are in there. One of them just looks like flame is coming out of his eye socket. That's a gnarly. That it really effed him up. It didn't kill him, obviously, but it definitely hurt him. Is that his rib cage? Dude, you can see his rib cage, I think. I think that's his rib cage. Wow. We've seen him messed up, but we haven't seen like bone, like down to the bone. Yeah, that's creepy. I don't know if I want to stay on that image anymore. Holy shit. And then you see a star just with this like really dissatisfied face. This chapter's insane. That might be the biggest attack we've seen in My Hero Academia history. Outside of, if you want to count like Heroes Rising with like the double Detroit smash or something, but this one is up there. She see her, and then it continues, and like a thought process, and then you see, whoa. Okay, so Shigaraki, he's jumping up from this hole, and I presume he's jumping straight at Star. Oh my god, is she like about to die or get her quirk taken right here? I can fully control decay. Okay, so this is Shigaraki thinking to himself. The moment the battle was about to change in her favor, I used decay to quickly dive deep underground. As we get this actually kind of adorable image where it's a little sad-faced little man. It's not even his name, arms or legs, just a little sad face. And then like you see him dig down into the hole, it becomes a little happy face. And wasn't that something a little excessive? But as long as I can get out of the way before it hits me, I can handle it. That was close. What a gamble. If I was even a millisecond late, it would have been a fatal wound. Okay, wow. He even says, if that hit me directly, I'd be screwed. That's so we know without a doubt that attack would have been effective. That could have potentially killed Shigaraki. That's good to know. That's actually pretty cool that they included that. He used the Nomu as a decoy, says one of the pilots. Oh, that's what launched out of the crater thing. Okay. That's actually really clever. I couldn't tell in the moment. It looked like it could have been him launching out, but it was the Nomu. Okay. Makes sense. Do you get it now? Shigaraki says. By what I meant by this being a shitty back and forth. Okay, so he says that out loud, but I'm pretty sure he didn't say that out loud before, being a shitty back and forth. It looked like it was in his thoughts. Cover Star, shouts the pilots. Return to the squadron formation. We have to remain as Star's footholds. As it looks like Star is free-falling through the air. If I weren't your enemy, Shigaraki says, my life would have ended before I could even get the chance to complain about my lack of strength. As if I'd let you kill me that easily, he thinks to himself. As we get... Again, he's just continuing to... I don't know, like this... The way Horikoshi is drawing him right now is like crazy. It's almost like he's a ghoul. Like, there's just like flesh peeling off. It's different than what it was against like Deku, where he got like burned from Endeavor and stuff. That was like burnt charcoal. This one's like a ghoulish, like half skeleton / like regenerating thing / he might even be on fire. I can't tell. It's hard to say. And then the left panel we get is the Nomu, who's surprisingly okay. How the hell did that thing survive the explosion? Explode. Oh shit. He commands He commands the oh my god. He commands the Nomu to explode. Huge explosion happens. Uh, it knocks back a lot of the fighters. I'll make sure, says Shigaraki as he's bouncing between the planes to put that quirk to better use. Holy shit, dude. He looks so crazy. He's got that thing in his eye. You know, in the movies where Deku, I just saw the new My Hero movie. Great movie, by the way. And you know how Deku, like, in the movies, he gets like that crazy, like, his pupil gets all like jagged and stuff. That's what Shigaraki looks like right here. He just has no pupils, and like the iris is just like wigging out. He's looking crazy. Do it now, Star, says the pilot. In the state he's in, it'll surely be enough. I can't. His regeneration will save him again, Star thinks to herself. Crush him. Crush him with us. The explosion will blow him to bits. Oh, shit. Okay. I think we just reached the climax of this, because I have a feeling that Star is not going to do this. Okay, so what's happening right here is Shigaraki, he's bouncing between the planes, and he lands on the plane closest to Star. She's still up there a bit of ways. But the pilot's saying, like, crush him, like she's still in her Colossus atmosphere form. And she's, the plane's right in the palm of her hands. Like, she could just like, crush it, but it would kill the pilot. But the pilot's saying, like, the explosion of the plane and, like, you crushing him will be enough, because he's really effed up right now. Now, whether or not I think that would beat him, it's tough to say. He is pretty effed up. That bomb did mess him up, but all right. I haven't scrolled down yet. My prediction is she won't be able to do it. I don't see Star doing this. But maybe Horikoshi will prove me wrong. Maybe. Okay, so I'm scrolling down. Next shot, we get her. She's looking very stern. She's thinking this over. Star, someone shouts. Oh no, she thinks back to the friend, one of the pilots, saying like, "Oh, we got your back." Like, it's back to the flashback at the beginning. She's not gonna do it, is she? She's totally not. Oh wow, and we cut back to her, and she's smiling as she thinks back on this moment. Holy shit! Oh my god. Okay, I just got major chills. Okay. The next shot is Shigaraki has his hand on Star's face. No freaking way. Oh my god. Dude. Worst case scenario has officially happened. Wait, so we still got some words. Those hands managed to reach their target. What is the outcome of this decisive battle? Exclamation mark, question mark. End of chapter. Well, okay. All right. All right, so this is like the worst case scenario, right? Okay, I have a lot to say. If this is the end, if this is what happens, all right, I'm both happy and disappointed. Let me explain. I'm happy that Shigaraki won. Going into this fight, I wanted him to win. I feel like if he lost, that'd be so stupid. Why would you have Shigaraki reappear just to lose? I expected him to win. My only issue was this character, Star and Stripe. It's kind of bothers me how she's just so recently introduced as this grand character. Never met her before. She's never been alluded to before. She shows up. Sure, she looks badass, but like at the end of the day, it's just sort of like a free mega power up for Shigaraki if her quirk is taken. And I don't know how I feel about that. I like, so much of this series has been about like growth and like hard earned ways, right? Like through like turmoil, through so many like situations. And here, essentially, Shigaraki's just thrown a bone. Like, obviously, Star is amazing. She's really strong. definitely not to be messed with. But like, here we are, 4 chapters after, is it 3 or 4 chapters after she's introduced, and this image, we have Shigaraki potentially about to take her quirk. I don't know. I'm mixed on this. I'm very mixed on this. Okay, I don't hate this at all. I don't hate it. Again, I wanted Shigaraki to win, but this is not the ideal situation in my eyes. Um, do I think this fight is actually over? It's okay. So a lot of people have been speculating this, and I guess I'll bring this up now because it's actually a very valid argument. Can Star impose a rule on herself to where her quirk can't be stolen? We don't know. Like honestly, we don't know. We know some of the basics of her power set. We know it has limitations when it comes to organic sentient beings, right? Like you need specific names. The things you can do with your conditions are sort of limited. Um, it's much more malleable when it comes to inanimate objects. Now, obviously, she knows the boundaries of her quirk. She's been training it. And what better, like, obviously, she's very well versed in using it on herself. What sort of limitations, like, maybe she could say, like, my body will explode, like, at the force of, like, a nuke or something. Like, maybe she'll try to take herself out with. Here's also the other thing. We've never as much we've seen in the Vestige world an example of one for all for one stealing a quirk. Well, not stealing, but he transferred it from that one guy to the other. The guy who had the quirk didn't want it. The guy who didn't have a quirk but wanted the quirk. We've never actually seen the process of a quirk being stolen on screen, like on a panel in a combat situation. Like, is it an instantaneous thing? Uh, like there's so many unknowns as to what's going to happen next year. Like, can Star's own quirk protect herself from it getting stolen? What is the process of stealing a quirk? Is it like, does it take 10 seconds? Is it just literally you just touch them and you get it? Like, there are variables here that we just don't know. So this should be a fun week of speculation. By the way, link in the description for the Discord if you want to join the discussion. We're gonna have a lot of probably debates about this. But if this is the end of the fight, Star definitely proved herself to be. She proved herself to be literally the strongest character in the series. That's not Deku or Shigaraki or like Prime All Might or something, right? Because I have no doubt she would mop the floor with all top 10 heroes of Japan. Like, her quirk is so good. Hell, she might, like, if you think about it, she might be stronger than Deku. Obviously Deku is like, how do you, he's a kid. Like, he hasn't even, he's had the quirk for like a year and a half, you know? She's been training this for like 20 something years. Like there's, okay, so do I think this is the end of the fight? What is this tidbit at the end? What is the outcome of this decisive battle? What do I think is going to happen here? What's my own personal prediction, speculation aside? I think something is going to intervene right now. I don't know what. For whatever reason. Now I'm probably going to be completely wrong. So just take this to note to write it down. I think something is going to save her right here, whether it's her own quirk or an outside force or something. And here's the reason. As cool as it would be for Shigaraki to get this quirk, him with it, unless Deku's second quirk, the last one that he has to be revealed, is some god ability, Shigaraki so extremely, like, if he gets this quirk, it's just gonna overpower Deku. Like, that's, I don't know, man. I could totally see him getting the quirk, but I could also, I don't know. Like, Anything's on the table right now. And let's say he does get the quirk. Does Star and Stripe die here? I don't know. I want to say yes, but we've seen him kind of at the last second pull back from killing someone with Lady Nagant. Like Nagant should be dead. Let's be real here. She exploded as like a human bomb, and yet she's still alive. As far as we know, Gran Torino is still alive, although it's kind of implied he might be dead because like Deku got his cape and stuff. Maybe that's in the air. But Horikoshi is very hesitant to kill people, although like I don't know. And if she did die right here, again, this is a character we just met. I'm not gonna like cry about it. It's not gonna like break my heart. I like her a lot as a character, but I don't know. All right, I've said basically all I want to say. Leave your guys' thoughts down below. This chapter, this is insane. Like, the possibilities of what could happen next. It's literally, it could be anything. She could die. Quirk gets stolen. Both of those combined. Something could intervene. Maybe her quirk, like maybe before he touched her face right here, she just imposed a rule, like my quirk can't be stolen. Who knows how that works? We don't know. It's all speculation at this point. I want you guys to leave your thoughts down below. If you like this video, consider subscribing, liking. It all helps the algorithm and just support the channel, and I appreciate you guys. Yeah, stay tuned. I do these every Friday. Today was a little bit later than normal. Again, I usually stay up till 1 a.m. my time to record these when these come out, these unofficial ones. But not always the case. But they always come out on Friday, so I always get them out on Friday. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, this has been Mighty Gazelle, hoping you all have a mighty day. See you guys.